At first, no one believed the world would end tomorrow until they were stunned to discover that the government's final welfare distribution was a lethal poison for euthanasia. Only then did people truly grasp the horror of the catastrophe. A massive, unstoppable storm, saturated with deadly toxins, was about to sweep across the globe. There was no way to prevent it, and no one would be spared. Yet, one little boy refused to take the state-issued pill. He didn't want to give up on life so easily. When his parents learned of his refusal, they took him to the car to reason with him. But the boy stood firm, even begging them to change their minds. With childish hope, he suggested that maybe, just maybe, if they locked the doors and windows, wore gas masks, and waited out the storm, they could survive. His mother, however, shattered that illusion. Scientists worldwide had debated and tested every possible solution, but the truth was inescapable. The gas spread through the air, penetrating all barriers, lethal to every living thing. If there had been any alternative, not a single person would have accepted those damned pills. Still, the boy refused to surrender. He shoved the car door open and bolted, sprinting down the road as if he could outrun the apocalypse. Suddenly, he spotted a parked car with its lights on. Curiosity made him pause. He crept closer only to freeze at the sight of an open pill packet on the dashboard and the lifeless bodies of a family of 4 inside, their faces peaceful in death. A scream tore from his throat. In his panic, he didn't even notice he'd inhaled a wisp of the drifting poison. By the time the gas thinned, his father had found him and rushed him home. No one realized he'd been exposed. Back inside, his body began to convulse involuntarily, but his mother, assuming he'd fainted from shock, carried him to bed. As the toxic storm loomed just beyond their walls, his father entered and quietly reminded them it was time to take the pills. His mother released her hold on the boy, and only then did they see he was already gone. Witnessing his brother's fate, the twin swallowed his pill without hesitation. The parents, trembling, followed suit. With grief choking his throat, the father arranged the boy's body beside them, and the family of 5 embraced one last time, slipping away peacefully just before the storm struck. Time blurred. When the world began anew, the earth lay blanketed in snow, pristine and glittering. Beneath that serene surface, life persisted, yet it was a life drowned in silence. And in that silence lurked something even more chilling. The boy who should have been dead suddenly opened his eyes.